can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you can't stop this.
The first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, back to 60. Back to 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jeremy Shockey. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Manning. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now Manning. From left side, complete. That's Newton. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 19.
Now they'll change things up. Again, it's Manning. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Manning to throw once more. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Carlos Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time you have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Ware able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Dragon 60. Here we go, set.
Here's Dart. Johnson with a complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Manning now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Manning. They'll find McMillan here. They get six. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here is 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Manning. Goes to the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From midfield, here's Manning. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Now Manning. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that got now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
The Giants first down. A gain of 7. And the Giants first down.
Now Dart. Again, it's Johnson. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again. Here's Dart. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So it looks like they started some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Anderson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Giants 10.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home. Not to Mark. We predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
To throw is Dart.
3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
To the air, Dart. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Giants, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Giants.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Another Giants first down. First and 10.
From the gun, here's Dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Motion, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Aaron Donald, the former Rams superstar, who gets in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Throwing, Dart. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Manning.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Now inside the 25. Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Throwing his dart.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
In motion left comes Moss.
Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll go. Here's Dart.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that talk. You can look at past performance, you can look at metrics, you can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throw here on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And in motion, headed right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now throw to start the drive. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Saints first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This is a heater going deep. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Throwing from the gun here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints take possession of the football. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
Back now, pressure coming. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. He's got a man left. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll work against the blitz. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 60, 75, 18, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Play clock was getting low. Kellen Moore's going to call a timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To throw here on first down. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another throw here on second down. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. He has room past the 25. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hold the ready.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Seven Pirates.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
19 left. Shut up. 19, 18. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Okay, break.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Escapes the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum, build on this lead.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Cap, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, it is second down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Dropping back to throw. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Shotgun now on third down. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
19 Lions. Ready, right?
On the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
And off running left, Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Walker. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there. Nice to pay off any drive with some points. And able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into full position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. First and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Move the chains! You gotta move this chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to throw it. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Throwing it on second down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the... Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Marshall now in motion right. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Lofts it deep right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let go.
He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Chiefs 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Saints with the ball, trying to keep their postseason run going. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 31-yard line.
Play clock was getting low. Kellen Moore's going to call a timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Saints leading by 7. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 17. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Cougar Knight, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Forced out to his right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They're going to pass it here. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.